What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Season 7 of NHL 22 Buffalo Sabres Franchise Mode Series. Apologize for the extra weight on this one, but had a bunch of draft and trade videos out. Hopefully you guys checked those out. As you guys can see, currently 5-0-1 the preseason. Matthew Savoy there, who's actually the newest member of the Buffalo Sabres in real life. How cool is that? Has 12 points in 6 games, averaging 2 a game. If you guys missed the last episode, spoiler warning, check out who won the Stanley Cup last year. We finally got our first one in 2026-2027. We got 4 more seasons left here. Hoping to win at least one more, especially since I had a brain fart, accidentally skipped the Stanley Cup celebration. I'd like to at least watch that one time. So here's a look, guys, at the roster. We got Bedard, Cousins, and Kane. Imagine if Buffalo actually gets first overall next year, lands Connor Bedard. I think Sabres fans would owe me because I somehow made that happen. Quinn, Savoy, Peterka on the second line with a +1. Miroshnichenko, Nazar, Johnson on the third get a +5. Janot, Lesteranen, and Ryan on the fourth line with no chemistry boost, but very solid, I think. Defensively here, we got Fedor and Homer now on the top pair of the +5. Homer's 21, Orion 86, 5th overall pick. Really good offensive stats, really good offensive X factors too. We'll see how he does in that role. Dahlin's a 92 on the second pair just because of chemistry, but he's on like every special team. He should be fine, in terms of ice time. With Owen Power, Pellich, Nakamura there on the bottom pair. Like, this decor has to be the best decor I think I've ever had. Like, that's ridiculous. 2 90s, everyone else, 86, they're mediumly potential. Goaltending wise, even Luukkonen and Harrington, both 88s. Like, you kidding me? And then special teams, look at this chemistry, guys. It's so close to perfect. +5 on both foremans, +5 on both power plays. The first one, too, is all 90+, but Kane, who plays like a 90+, +5 on both PKs, and then the 3-man's a +2 and a +5. Like, that's ridiculous. This team definitely should have a good chance of going back-to-back and repeating as Stanley Cup champs. Now, AHL team, I think we definitely lost some players, but it's still really solid. Like Amirov here, 83. I was going to trade because he didn't make the NHL team, but he had no value, which doesn't make sense. Only he's 83, making no money. Sometimes trade values make no sense. Cooley, Coronado on his line. We got Rosen, Ward, Holloway now in the second. I moved Pelche down to the third with Suzuki and Co. just because, these two guys are done growing. Heineman, Duke, Maggio on the fourth. Defensively here, Suter, Lindstein top pair. They're both medium elite offensive defensemen, so hopefully they tear up the AHL together. We got Harley Wu second pair, Zellweger, Coscaranta on the bottom with a +2. Alan Felter AHL starter, he's 84 overall. Stewart backing him up there as medium elite. I mean, both these teams are so stacked. I'd love to win championships in both leagues in the same year. Now, before I actually show you guys the ratings for this year, I do want to do some contract extensions. John Peterka there, I didn't realize he needs one. What's he looking for? 11 million. We might be losing Peterka because I can't afford that. 16 for 8. An 88. Yeah, that's just way too much money. We did have him on such a good team-friendly deal. I guess it makes sense he would now want to get paid. But the one I actually really want to do is Harrington. He's going to be playing as a backup. He's looking, look at that, 1.4, 1.4. Okay, so I'll do the 2 years there at 1.4. I think what's Luukkonen signed for after this year, a couple more years still, but could trade him because we don't really need 288s. It's fine for this year. I'm curious to see how Harrington does. I'm worried maybe he won't, sim that well for whatever reason. If that's the case, we'll trade away him, but if not, trade Luukkonen to clear some cap, maybe to keep Peterka. So this year, guys, we have 100 offense, 97 defense, and 91 goaltending. Let's see if we can go back-to-back. And check this out, guys. End of December now, we have a record of 22-9-4. We're killing it. Currently first in the division there. Maple Leafs, though, with 45 just behind us. Senators closing too. Take a look at the AHL team as well. Savoy there's got 39-35, so still over a point per game. Coronado there also over a point per game in the AHL. AHL team 52 points. Are they first in the league? Ontario Reign at 54. Phantoms 53. Wow, somehow they're third. And so we're at the deadline here, guys. Record of 41, 16, and 5. We're continuing to crush it. 87 points. The deadline has us first in the NHL. Senators, their 82 is actually second. Of course, they're in our division. AHL team 42, 14, and 4, 88 points. The Reign, the Condors, and the Bears are all doing better than us. I thought our AHL team was stacked. Like, that is crazy. Amirov has a point per game, 60 and 60. Jack Quinn's up to 75 and 62 with 51 goals on this season. Maybe the Duke and Maurice Richard. So, honestly, guys, I don't know what trades we could make for the NHL team to make them better. Like, I'm very happy with how they're playing. I know a lot of people say, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Especially, they think in-game if you trade guys, it'll mess with the chemistry. I'm not so sure about that. Caufield's available, 91 overall. The value is not crazy for a 91, to be honest. Turcotte's there. I mean, imagine you got both those guys, they're buddies. Horvat, Kunin. How does he get up to like an 88? That's crazy. Our goalie's actually on the block, Harrington there. Jones, Reinhardt, Bertuzzi, Saros, Keller. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, we'll see what's out there. Again, I'm pretty happy with the team. It'd have to be like the perfect trade. We got $2 million in cap space. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Homer, how's he doing on the top pair? Could be, producing more, but not terrible. And then let's see. Our goalies here, .903, 2.78. 0.899 to 3.09 for Harrington. That's not good enough. Alright guys, so the first trade I'm trying to make here is the Detroit Red Wings for this Casper prospect. Medium league defenseman, 18 years old, 78 overall. Was just drafted 4th overall in the 2027 draft. I'm trying to trade them Lindstein back. Same rating, 5 years older. So for whatever reason, he just hasn't grown much. I mean, we traded for him when he was looking like a bit of a bust. I was hoping we could turn him around. Not really the case so far. Throwing in Vernarski here, 2062 low league defenseman to kind of bridge the gap. If they say yes, I mean, Vernarski's definitely worth, getting a 5-year younger prospect. Same rating and potential. Here we go. Trade rejected. Quite far off. I mean, that's fair. I'm wondering what should we give up here? Like, a 2nd round pick? Is that too much? What about a 3rd this year, 4th next year? Come on. Still say no. Try throwing in a 2nd round pick next year as well. They said that we were a bit off in value after that. And a 4th? Wow, okay, so there we go. I think that was worth it, honestly, because like I said, Lindstein looking like a bust. And next year, guys, we're trying to make another trade from Elite Prospect. Carolina here has Barry Shore on the block. 1965 medium elite. They got him 3rd round in 2027. Sniper there. I wouldn't mind getting him, so I'm offering up our 1st round pick, as chances are it's not a medium elite player, especially if it's a late 1st rounder. Plus Worrell here, medium top 4D. Thing is, he's only a 56 at 20 years old. Like, if he was a 56 at 18, it wouldn't be the worst, but 56 at 20, like, that's a lot of growing he's got to do. We only got 3 more seasons left. I think I'd rather flip him with the 1st here to get a guaranteed medium elite. See what Carolina says to this one. Trade rejected. Asset no longer on the team. Did he just get traded to Washington? Oh no, that's a different trade. Okay, but wow. The value was a bit on our side. I wonder if they would have said yes. Alright guys, so next year I'm trying to make a blockbuster. I was thinking about it, but Turco wants $11 million. I'm not sure if we can pay him that. 88 overall. He's got 9 goals, 47 assists. So a total playmaker here, even though he's got a great shot. I'm also adding Lackey to this trade. We just drafted him 1st round, last pick of the 1st round last year. He's actually got the Send It zone ability plus quick pick. I didn't even realize that. Stats are just kind of average though. Couple 3rd rounders there for Caufield. 91 overall. He's got 68 points on the year. I mean, he's an incredible player. I think he's an upgrade on Peterka. I think, if he asks for about the same money, he's 3 overall higher, I think it's probably worth it. So we'll see. We're not really giving up too much with Peterka here. Asking for $1 million kept on Caufield just to make sure salary cap's all good. See what the Canadians say to this one. Trades rejected. Value of the table's too far off. I mean, I guess actually looking at it again, the value is a little bit low. I feel like a 1st round pick with this is just too much. Could do a 2nd. They do like Stewart. 2171 medium elite. I mean, we don't really need him. So let's try Stewart here first with Lackey, Peterka for Caufield. Trades rejected. Too far off. Okay, so I'm willing to throw in a 2nd. Again, this is a lot to give up to upgrade 3 overall, but I'm really hoping too, for whatever reason, Caufield will just ask for less money than Peterka. So Peterka, Lackey, Stewart in a 2nd for Cole Caufield. Here we go. Trade still rejected. That's crazy. Now they like this Worrell prospect who I was actually using the other trade, so I'll throw him in there. This seems like so much. They're getting an almost as good player back. Two medium top 4 defensemen, a medium league goalie, and a 2nd round pick. I don't even know if this is actually worth it. Caufield though, he scores a lot of goals. He's a good playmaker. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize his skating there is just perfect. I'm willing to give it a shot. Bring another 90 plus forward. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so huge package, but we had all those assets. Why not upgrade? Like I said, bring another 90 plus forward. Now, one thing that's kind of funny, guys, after that trade, I literally have no goalie prospects left. Like, we have 3 really good goalies there, 288s and 84, but no more prospects. We'll definitely have to sign someone in the summer, maybe draft someone. Although in regards to the draft, looking pretty barren there in regards to picks, but we just won the Cup, and both our teams are stacked, so we're really not going to complain. And I mean, look at the trade values, guys. I do like looking at it from time to time. It's pretty fun. You got Bedard at the top, high franchise max value, bunch of medium elites, like actually so many. I will say Bedard, for his rating potential, his age, should be, I think, doing better. Also, his shot there for some reason just didn't like keep growing. I think it's been this rating since like his rookie year. Maybe the end of his rookie year. Like, I don't get it. Alright guys, the trade deadline is now complete. I was thinking it'd be a quiet day for us. I ended up making a big splash there, but hopefully it works out for us. I feel like, you know, a player as good as Caufield, you gotta go get him. So let's see here. Jaden Schwartz, the Stars. You got Svechnikov, Evgeny, that is, to the Maple Leafs. Our trade there. Capobianco to the Canucks. Roslovich to the Sharks. Lindgren to the Golden Knights. Jonathan Dahlin to the Panthers. Kunin to the Hurricanes. Sammy Blythe to the Rangers. Let's see. I'm looking for that trade, actually, that we weren't able to do with the Hurricanes. And actually, guys, I just realized Carolina gave up Barry Short plus on their prospect for Luke Kunin. Sucks we missed out on him, but they did get a better return than we were going to give them, that's for sure. White Cloud there, and Boquist to the Red Wings. Okay. William Karlsson to the Oilers. Deneau to the Rangers. Nichushkin to the Flames. Brayden Schenn to the Red Wings. Jarry there to the Sharks. Strome goes back to the Islanders. Soderstrom goes to Edmonton. So, pretty active day, I would say, but definitely we had to have made the biggest trade. And now this is so annoying, guys. Casper, who we traded for with the Red Wings, is currently on the NHL team, and we have $1.3 million in cap space, and we can't send him down. Somehow, sending him down to the AHL, burying his salary, would make us go over the salary cap max. I don't know what's going on here. It's super annoying. Alright guys, so that's the trade deadline. Here's an updated look at the team. I'm so excited for them to get started with the playoffs. We got +5 on the top 3 forward lines. We're rocking Kane, Cousins, Caufield on the first, Quinn, Savoy, Bedard on the second, with Miroshnichenko, Nazar, and Johnston still in the third, and Janot, Lesteranen, and Ryan still in the fourth. Defensively, no changes. Regards to the special teams, I got Caufield in the first foreman. You can still get +5 on both. He's also in the first power play, so he'll get +5 on both of those. +5 on both PKs. Again, the chemistry there is still really good. Obviously, too scratched is Casper. I think once the playoffs start, hopefully I'll be able to send him down to the AHL, help them out and go on their run, because I think they're going to need him. I feel like, you know, Lindstein's a top-pairing defenseman. It's a big loss for right now, but hopefully they can still make it in, and then once they do, they'll get a big boost. And so we're now the season here, guys. The record of 55, 21, and 6. We hit 55 wins, which is pretty awesome. 116 points is good enough to win the President's Trophy. AHL team 55, 22, and 5. It's a pretty cool record there, which gave us 115 points on the season. We were behind the Ontario Reign with 126, Condors 118, Islanders 119, Bears 118. Wow, so 4 AHL teams there were absolutely stacked. Amirov had 88 points, 82 games. Jack Quinn finished with 89 and 82, 1 goal shy of 60. Come on, a real goal scorer would find a way. Like this year, you knew no way Austin Matthews was finishing shy of 60. 59, though, could be good enough for Risha Shari. We'll find out, I guess. Savoy there also at 89. Caufield 88. Cousins 83. So 4 guys over a point per game. Kane 79 was close. Bedard, Nazar, both 71. Nazar was third line for us. Wow. I think he had, you know, power play time there. 60 minutes a night. That's actually really good production. Bedard, yeah, averaging, you know, an extra 3 minutes a night. Theodore, 69 points as a D-man. Nice. Johnston, 49 for a third liner. Plus some PK time. That's actually really good too. Power 46. Homer there 45. I feel like he should grow after this season. Dahlin 44. Not as much as he's had, but yeah, still even second pairing there. Still 21.5 minutes with all his special team time. Everyone else, I think, you know, did it as expected, I'd say. Goaltenders, that's what I'm really curious about. So they split games evenly. Almost had identical records. Wow. 28-11-3. 27-11-3. Harrington had 1 extra shutout. Slightly better save percentage, but actually has slightly worse goals against. So yeah, they're pretty much equal, which means I think we could trade Luukkonen, save some money. We'll call up Allenfelt if he is cheap, that is. Take a look at the AHL. Allenfelt there, .918, 2.07, 10 shutouts on the year. Good for him. After Mirov, Coronado also over a point per game. Suzuki, Rosen in the 60s. Ward there, a pretty big year, 57. Maybe he'll finally grow this summer. Peltier there also 57. Holloway 55. I didn't realize he was about to be done growing. He's 26 now. Sometimes it's weird with, like, you don't know when the birthday's coming, so the guy's older than you think he is. Potential actually dropped. Cooley had 50 there, so overall pretty happy. Where's Suter? 35 points. That's not too bad, I guess, for a young defenseman. So Take a look at the entire league next. I am curious to see where Quinn finishes in goals. McDavid there led the league in points, 119. Robertson, 150, now 93. We did try getting him the one season. Laine, Marner's playing with them in Dallas. Johnson, Draisaitl, Nylander, Gaudreau, Dubois. Here it is, guys. Let's go. Jack Quinn wins Maurice Richard. You love to see that. Defensive scoring here, Quinn Hughes, 92. Shea Theodore at 69 was actually 6, which I like to see as well. Goaltending stats, Ottinger and Hellebuck, both 44 wins. Equal save percentage there. For a starter, looks to be Shesterkin with .916. And the goals against for a starter is going to be also Shesterkin with a 2.91. So probably winning the Vezina. Somehow down to an 89 now. 32 years old. I'm pretty sure I start him at like a 90-something. So that one's kind of weird. Rookie skater. 41 points to win the Calder. That shows you the rookie class is getting a lot worse. But, oh well. Okay, so NHL, we won the President's Trophy. I'm curious, we led in goals for, goals against. A lot of teams there, the 100+. 8 to be exact. Wow, look at that gap in playoff teams. 13, 14, 15 all miss. Calgary Flames at 20 get in. Last place NHL, the Vegas Golden Knights. If Jack Eichel still... Oh, I totally just remembered. We wanted to win a Stanley Cup before Jack Eichel. And not only did we get it done, the year after we win the Cup, it looks like Vegas and Jack Eichel are finishing last. That is crazy. So we won that challenge. We did finish first in goals for as well. And we finished first in goals against. Okay, so I think that means Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen and Harrington will be splitting the William Jennings Trophy, which is very, very cool. But yeah, I love that, guys. Just going to double check. Yeah, no Vegas Golden Knights Stanley Cup. Assuming, Eichel is still on the Golden Knights. We got that Stanley Cup before him after, he threw that whole hissy fit. He had to leave. Yep, still in the Golden Knights there. Did lead them in scoring, but no Stanley Cup. I kind of feel a little bit bad, but I'm sure a lot of Buffalo fans definitely do not. So we get started now, guys, with these playoffs. Who are we going to have in the first round? It's the Montreal Canadiens. Okay, so the team, I swear, we just got Cole Caufield from them. If we lose, this game is rigged. They got Hall, Suzuki, and DeBrincat on the first line. That's kind of crazy. DeBrincat, of course, going to Ottawa. Peterka, Kadri, Paling on the second. Medema there, Coleman, Arnsby, Vorobyev, Blackwell, McGroarty. Defensively, Romanov, of course, got traded too. Lindgren, Barron, Gooley, Norlinder, Doughty. I think Lindgren actually just got drafted. Goaltending-wise, Swayman there's 88 starter. Rodriguez backing him up, okay. And like I was mentioning before, guys, now that the playoffs have started, I was able to send down Casper to help with the AHL team. He's on the top pair there with Suter. I mean, he should be such a good defensive defenseman. Look at all those X factors. Just a physical dude. Shutdown, no contest, truculence, back at ya. I mean, I'm very excited to see how this guy grows. I feel like definitely fleeced Yzerman a bit in that trade, but he's usually the one doing it, so I feel like it's okay. Here we go, guys. I think we're on the AHL right now, but we'll get to the NHL again. Caufield against his team. We give up so much to get him. He better go off. Oh my god. I knew that was going to happen. We give up Peterka and extras to get Caufield. 3-2 loss, 3-2 loss. Both those games were at home. Come on. 5-1 win. We're alive. 6-3 loss. We don't have to win the next 3 straight against the Canadiens or go home in the first round after trading for Cole Caufield. Number 1 player on the trade block. Come on. We also won the President's Trophy. So Montreal was the 8th best team to make the playoffs. Bedard there gets one. 5-1, okay. Quinn with a couple. Boys came alive. I'm going, period by period because one of these games could be our last this season. 5-1 wins big at home. Going to Montreal Game 6. If we can win this one, I trust in the guys to close it out in Game 7. Cole Caufield, let's go, man. 2-1. Bedard again. That's probably all she wrote. 6-3. Drew Doughty, another former player of ours, too. Wow. Oh, my goodness. They put in 10. What good is 288 overall goalies when you allow 10 goals in a must-win playoff game? That's incredible. AHL team here playing against Laval, and we actually were able to win there in 5. Imagine if both the Montreal's teams beat us. I might have cried. Okay, so we got Utica next here. Best of 7. And I didn't see what happened in the second game. It looks like we're moving on because we got the last 2 wins. Hershey Bears now in the conference final. Hopefully the AHL team going a bit of a run here. We won the first one 4-2. We're actually down 3-2. Can we force Game 7? We can. Can we make the Calder Cup final? We can. 5-2 win. Couple back-to-back wins. We have the Bakersfield Condors here in the Calder Cup final. We'll sim this one period by period. Up 2, Hyndman, Amirov, 3-0, Co, 4-2, we hold on there. Karanta, I think he's like a bottom-bearing defensive defenseman. He does have like medium top 4 potential, but still. So game 2 now, we're actually in Bakersfield, so they're one of the 4 teams that just had an unreal year, better than us even. Down 2, they got Boone Jenner on the team. They got Engvall as well. Wow, Dominic Simon there. So they got a lot of vets where I feel like our team, mostly younger players. Like basically, once they're 26, we show them the door. Or I'd say 27, like we let them have that final year. Basically run the AHL team like a CHL team with, overagers and having a age cap. So Dylan Duke there. Brennan Coe. Okay, hold on. So up 2-1 now in the Condors. Looking pretty good here. We got another game at home. If we can go up 3-1, feel pretty good about our chances, obviously, if it's tied up after this. Anybody's series. Here we go, guys. 1-0, Rosen. 2-2, Anderson with a couple, Heineman. 3-3, Amirov, Bach. Are you kidding me? And they get Chris Tierney, another veteran. Wow, ties the series up. Here we go, guys. Game 5 in Bakersfield. 2-0, Suter, Coronado. 3-2, Amirov gets one. 3-3, come on. Did Bach tie it up last time, I think, as well? Going to second OT, route shooting them. There we go, Amirov with the game winner. 1 game away now from being Calder Cup champs again. Come on, let's get this done. Here we go, guys. Game number 6. 2-2. Suter Amirov for us. That's not good. 5-3. 6-3. Puck again gets the last goal for them. Going to game 7. In Bakersfield. Come on. The AHL team has to make up for the NHL team getting swept in the first round. I still can't believe that. The NHL team deserves so much better. 2-2. Cooley Amirov. 3-3. Zellweger Engvall. Resume simulation. We're outshooting them by about 10 shots here. Power play. We should have a pretty nasty power play. They kill it off, though. Still up on 10 shots. Another power play. They've got one now. Are able to lock it down. There we go. Isaac Rosen. He's a guy... He's had like decent AHL years. He's got the tape-to-tape X factor. For whatever reason, just never really grew. We got a minute left here, guys. Up 1. I wouldn't mind watching a Calder Cup celebration, especially since we missed the Stanley Cup last year. And look at that, guys. They've also got Anders Lee on the team with Boone Jenner. Like, this team is just all veterans. I can't believe that, guys. I decided I would just play because it's the AHL team. Who cares? And I let them score the game-tying goal with 12 seconds left. Oh my goodness. Okay, they should have never scored that. Now I gotta, hunker down here and make sure we win this game. Alright, so here we go, guys. We're at the start of the overtime that should have never been. I'm not gonna lie, when the clock was counting down there, I was looking over at a YouTube video. But yeah, that shouldn't have happened. So we'll get the goal back here. We'll get this team the win that they deserve. What a move. Oh, and the goal, Ryan Suzuki wins us the Calder Cup. The guy's been on the team for a while now, probably his last year, so what a way to go out. There we go, guys. I think that's our 3rd Calder Cup, I want to say, so feels pretty good. There you have it, guys. Our captain going out to get the Calder Cup. I'm actually not sure who it is at this point. I did set the captaincy during one season. Brendan Coe, okay, I did not make him the captain. Plus, I think it might actually reset every season anyways, but yeah, I remember doing it a few years ago. Again, not too big of a deal really, the AHL captaincy. Just cool to see them win. Cool to see a team celebrate a win. Jacob Pelche as well, probably his last year at the team. And here's a pic of the Calder Cup winning team. Good looking group of dudes right there. And the draft results just came in, guys. Check this out. Islanders jumped from 9-1. Penguins from 10-2. So 2 huge jumps there. Vegas, not only did they get last, but they're picking 3rd. Don't really feel too bad for them, though. I feel like they're almost a little bit of our rivals after, making that trade for Eichel. And check this out. Ottawa Senators, Stanley Cup champs again. That Matthew signing for them was so huge. Bedard at 9-6. That's pretty nice. Unfortunately, the rest of the team, I don't think did too well. I don't know what happened. Okay, we have how many guys there? 5 guys who are point per game or better in the playoffs. I mean, where is Caufield, though? 2-6 against his old team. Was he like a double agent or something? What's going on? Senators here. They beat the Leafs in 5 first round. Swept the Canadiens, who beat us in 6. That's embarrassing for us. They beat the Blue Jackets in 7. Then they beat the Blackhawks there in 6. Imagine that real life to Brinket against his old team. What would that be? 6 years down the road. So awards here, guys, of course, Ottawa, their second Stanley Cup in 3 years. Again, the Matthews signing, big reason for that. We did get our second President's Trophy 3 years. I just realized every year we win the President's Trophy, Ottawa wins the Stanley Cup. They should start, letting us win games in the regular season, I think. That's kind of cool, I guess. Individual awards here, McDavid, another Art Ross trophy, and a heart. Quinn Hughes, James Norris, Nylander there, another Lady Byng. Zinger there, Calder, Matthews got the Conn Smythe. Andre Vezina trophy. I thought it was going to be Shesterkin. Luukkonen, of course, shared the William Jennings with Harrington. Timmins, Bill Masterton. Montreal coach Jack Adams. Mironov there, third straight Selke. Wow. McDavid, 10 Lindsay. We know, of course, Jack Quinn there with the Maurice Richard. So, still, even though we her first round exit, I'm pretty happy with the year. Again, Calder Cup champs for the second time in 4 years there. Didn't win the regular season or anything, but still will take it. Individual awards, Malkin's in the AHL, and he put up the most points. That's crazy. Season's those MVP. Peters, most goals. I don't know who this is. Best rookie. I mean, a lot of the guys. Alan Felt there, best goalie. Suzuki MVP of the playoffs. Malkin sportsmanship. Okay, Alan Felt lowest goals against. Gonna be an interesting summer for sure. Caufield, I wanted to keep him. And after that playoff performance, I don't know. I feel like we gave up too much to not keep him. And look at this. Patty Kane retires. We'd love to have him retire as a Stanley Cup champ, but we won one last year in his hometown. Malkin there. Tore up the AHL and called it quits. Kopitar, Marchand, Giroux, Jamie Benn. A lot of, really good players. Kuznetsov, John Carlson, Eberle, Doughty, Krug, Spurgeon there. Jeez, yeah. A lot of good players. Goalie-wise, Carey Price calls it a career with the Lightning. 1,086 games played, 510 wins, .909 to 2.82 on the career. Not bad. And next year, guys, let's take a look at the contract situation. Obviously, Caufield needs an extension. Peterka wanted 11. He wants almost 14. He actually wants more in a short term, where Peterka wanted more in a long term. So I'm not sure if that'll happen. Dylan Cousins there is now at 93, highest rated player on the team, which is pretty crazy. After him, you got Savoy now at 92, plus he's low franchise opposed to medium elite. Nazar's up to an 89. Quinn's up to an 89. Miroshnichenko is an 87. Johnson's an 86. So much growth in this team. Obviously, Kane there is retired. I think Amirov could come in and replace him. Again, really good offensive stats. Would be cheap. Even Coronado, too. We lose Caufield. Looking at the defense as well. Deline did drop one, but Theodore went up one. Power stayed the same. Homer's now an 88. Nakamura hasn't changed yet. I think he will. Goalie-wise, Harrington dropped a rating. Now he's medium elite instead of high elite, but still, I feel like it probably makes sense to trade Luukkonen to clear some cap space. But I don't know. Maybe if we think he's a better goalie, if we don't keep Caufield, maybe we trade the younger guy. Definitely some options here. So we'll get to the draft, guys. Again, we got 3 years left. I'd love to win at least one more Stanley Cup so we can watch it. Look at this. Steve Greentree, medium franchise, first overall from the Portland Winterhawks. Teemu Selanne there. Wow, okay. High top 6 at 4, but looks like 5 and 6 are better picks. Now we got a couple of gems here. They're actual gems. Medium top 6s, early second, mid second. I don't think I have a second round pick, but if I did, that'd be good to know. Now this goalie here, there's a small chance to medium franchise. Oh my gosh, this goalie's guaranteed medium elite, 152. Gotta get him. And this guy could be. I just mentioned how we have a lot of goalie prospects. That might change after this draft. So I just into our pick, guys. Number 28 in the first round. We'll see how the top 5 or so went. Medium franchise, Greentree, 82 overall. Franzen, Koppinen, both medium elites. Kraken there got the high top 6. Haynes, yeah, Stapleton there, both medium elites as well. So the guy I wanted, I think, is probably the gem that's ranked 39. There's also one ranked 50. I think we're going to actually trade back here and try to get a pick, as we know there's some really good goalie prospects coming up. So maybe we can grab one of them with the pick we acquired here from the Flyers. Let's see if they would do 37 and 80 for 28. They say no. I thought that was pretty fair. How about you give us 112 to drop back 11 spots? There we go. Okay, so we're still going to get our guy, and then hopefully, like I said, with one of those 4th rounders, can get a really good goalie prospect. So Leopold, guaranteed medium top 6. So is Oliver, but Leopold the gem. Oliver, Mark Stone, NHL ATA 2 years. Leopold, Joe Thornton, NHL ATA 2 years. You got to go with the gem, though. 70 overall in the draft, medium top 6 for a 2nd round pick. That's actually such good value. Next year, guys, trying to trade for Detroit, 70th overall pick, offering up a 3rd and a 7th next year. They said no. Now, they do like some of our players here who I'm not even going to bring back, like Suzuki, Pelche, Honestly, I won't even bring back Wu 2780, but they're in our division, so I probably shouldn't help them too much. I feel like Ko there probably won't bring back, so maybe just do him in like a 6th, hopefully push this through. And there you go. Okay, so the reason I made that trade was to actually have a chance at the guy, the goalie, who could be medium franchise. There's a good chance he's not, but it's worth the risk. He's gone. He's gone. He must have just went. Potter, that was him. 55 medium elite. Okay, so that sucks, but what are you gonna do? We'll have to take a look who's our next highest ranked player. And honestly, guys, there's no one I want at this spot, or even really 92. So I'm gonna see if we can get 2 extra picks here from the Wild, mid 100 picks. So it's 3/4 and a 5th for 2/3. What are they gonna say to this? Trades accepted. Okay, so we had 2 picks there. Again, there was really no one I wanted at those spots anyways. So next here, looking at our pins. This dude from Saginaw could be medium elite. Let's go for him. Oh my god, he is medium elite. 54 overall. Wow, what a pick. And our next pick here, 104. I think we're just going to go back to our pins, whoever's next highest ranked. So you got Arvidsson, low elite defenseman. I think I'd rather go for the goalie though, as he's probably medium elite. And he is. He's 57 overall as well. So he's higher rated than that one who could have been medium franchise. Let's see, 112 for a 5th next year, 7th this year. Ooh, I think I'm going to say no to that because there actually are a lot of guys I want around these spots. Now, Arvidsson here is supposed to be low elite. Let's see. NHL ATA guaranteed 5 years. They think he could have a bunch of X factors. I'll take a chance on him. 55, he is low elite. Oh my gosh. Wow. 55 overall low elite with zone ability quick pick, tape to tape, thunderclap, in reverse, shrug it off, send it. This is an insane like steal of a pick in the 4th. And with our next pick here, guys, I'm thinking about Duke Snyder. He's supposed to be low top 4 defenseman. And he's probably the next guy to go. Hopefully he is. Low top 6, okay. And now in the 5th round, picking number 5. McDonald there, could be medium top 6. I think the guy I want next, though, is the guaranteed medium elite goalie. Schmid's going to go pretty soon. I want to make sure we just don't miss out on him, basically. 57 medium elite, so yeah. We got 2 medium elite goalies now. After, you know, trading away a bunch of prospects. This guy could be low elite next to go. 62 low top 9, alright. You're not going to hit on every pick. We're in the 7th round now. I'm still very happy. Like, the random medium elite forward we got, the low elite gem, guaranteed low top 6 forward are pretty close. Ranked 42. We can get him with the last pick in the draft. So let's go Hextall here, another goalie. And medium backup. Okay, yeah, so that's alright. Let's get the Senators' last pick. Hyman here I'm not going to bring back, so we can get the last pick for him. They say yes. Perfect, because hopefully with that pick, that guy I was looking at, if he is a low top 6, like what a great last pick of the draft. Clifford Brewer from Kingston, and he's 49 low top 9. Honestly, for the last pick of the draft, that's not too terrible. I thought we did really good this time. Alright guys, so another re-sign phase here. As you can see, we have just under 14 million in cap space. Cole Caufield wants pretty much all the cap space we have. Literally, oh my gosh, his asking price is 15 million now. That's ridiculous. So what I'm thinking is maybe we bring him back, but it won't be right now. It'd be during the summer if we see he's the best guy available, and if he actually comes down in price in a couple weeks or something. So kind of a swing and a miss there with Peterka for him, but I wouldn't have paid Peterka 11 million anyways. So I don't know. I guess it is what it is. Looking at the rest of the team again, tons of growth, tons of great contracts like Quinn at 5 million. Miroshichenko there at 1.8 for an 87. Stupid good. Johnston 1.5 for 86 for the next, like, what, 3 years is also crazy. So we're still doing pretty good, and Murov's going to make the jump for sure. Janot here, what's he want? 2.5, way too much for us for a 4th liner. Lesterainen, what's he want? 2.6, down to 81 as well, so letting him go. We don't need Wu anymore on the AHL defense, so I think Coronado's getting the jump up, probably be 4th liner. Amirov will be a 3rd liner. Defensively here, I think we're actually all set. Yeah, everyone's under contract. Power, Homer, Pellich, though, need new deals next year. The AHL defense there actually looks pretty solid still, and like they're pretty young too. Kovalchuk there will give a new contract too. Obviously, all the good prospects we're going to re-sign. Goaltending-wise, I'm still not sure what to do here, because I think I like Luukkonen more than Harrington, even though he costs more money, he's older. Reason being, I would say the poise is big, 87 points, the big playoff stat it seems, and then also 2 Harrington stats. His glove hand is terrible. It's 79.80, which I don't know how much that really affects the sim or whatever, but I don't like seeing it. So Luukkonen, better glove hand, better poise, has a couple of X factors. It might be Harrington we show the door, and hopefully get back, you know, some good piece. We don't need defense, so maybe like a really good young fourth line forward. The one thing that's kind of crazy about this summer, guys, I think it's the first time ever I don't have to re-sign any NHL contracts. Like, it's literally just AHL guys. Obviously, we're going to go big game hunting with the $15 million we have. Could bring back Caufield, maybe Vaturka, maybe someone new, but yeah, like the rest of the team is actually ready to go, which is pretty cool. And we're out to start free agency. Curious to see who's out there. Caufield's the #1 guy, wants 15. Quinn Hughes is also available, wants just under 15. Both 92s. Quinn Hughes, of course, won a few Norrises. Usually leads the league in points for defensemen, but our D is good. I'm looking for a top 9 forward, ideally a top 6. These prices are pretty crazy. Adam Fantilli's there as an RFA. Let's just sort by overall and see if, you know, somebody seems cheap to us. So far, not really. Morgan Frost, the best deal. $8 million for 88. He had 64 points last year. Pretty good playmaking stats, honestly. Luke Kunin, I don't know if I'm a believer in him. Jacob Chikrin, Hamilton. William Karlsson, 87, 4.75. Wow. That is so cheap. Could sign him to be the third liner and then have Miroshchenko in the top 6. I feel like Ryan O'Reilly, we then could sign to be like a super fourth liner, but I guess he'd also be on our PKs too. I'm not sure how much of a waste of money that would be. And look at this guy, decided to check out goalies. Vasilevsky's a free agent, wants 10.2 at 33. Ascarov's there, Connor Hellebuck, Jari. Now this is an interesting one, guys. Joel Hofer, 85 overall. Same rating as Sawgard. He wants 1.2 million. What the heck? I feel like, because Allenfeld's contract's up after this year, this might make sense to get our backup of the future. And this is a really good backup. Did he play in the NHL last year? Or was it the AHL? He was in the AHL. That's why his price is so cheap. Okay, so we need him for 3 more years. It goes up a bit, 2.6. I mean, this does give us an extra year, though, more than Allenfeld. I'll offer, honestly, let's just do the 2 years, I guess, 1.5 million. See what he says. We'll definitely have to trade Allenfeld probably, or even could just leave him as a, you know, super good AHL starter. Speaking of which, no medium elites there. Really no one too great. Like, the medium starters are actually pretty decent. We just have, you know, medium elites already. Don't really need them. Now looking at two-way skaters, you got 2 young low elites. We'll give them contract offers. And this dude here, Artem Semin, 2478 low elite, really good hands and shot. Defensive awareness is pretty solid. Not the fastest guy. Offensive awareness is kind of low, but this guy looks to be pretty good. I'm going to give him an offer here. I think he could end up being like a low 80. And looking at two-way players here, guys, I see that Logan Brown's available. He's up to an 80 overall. Roll their fourth line forward. 6'6" centerman. He could be solid for us on that fourth line spot. Probably not ideal, but he's got great physical stats. If he's kind of our fourth line forward here, as a worst case scenario, I'm happy with that. In regards to the star players here, guys, I'm probably just going to wait a bit and hope that, you know, their price comes down in a couple weeks if they're still available. I see Shabbat's a free agent, so maybe Ottawa won't be so good now. Same with Josh Norris. Obviously, make our division a bit easier. We'll see kind of what the players we made offers on say. Nothing crazy we've done yet, but I'm willing to kind of take it slow here. So got a new assistant coach. He's actually got a really good coach influence. He had like the best chemistry. Coscarant, I'm not trading a medium top 4 for 2/3, that's for sure. Okay, so Breezeboy, I believe, was a low elite. Same with Murphy. Logan Brown says yes. So again, our fourth line center. Worst case, Semin there. That was the low elite defenseman who looked good. Joel Hofer there said yes. Okay, so we can go shop around. Allenfeld, don't need Kane. Alright guys, so next year we're trying to make a bit of a blockbuster trade to Toronto Maple Leafs for Michael Bunting. He's making 5.1 for the next 2 years. You're probably never going to guess his rating. He's an 89 overall. Like, that is such good value. As you saw in free agency, 89s are asking for 10 million plus. Look at that. Really good hands. Solid D awareness. I feel like he can play power play, can play PK. He's cheap. Hopefully he fits in our line, because it's not accurate, but it's pretty likely that he's not going to have the best chemistry, but that's okay. We had +5 in the top 9 this year, and we're right in the first round, so whatever. Allenfeld's literally somehow our 4th best goalie at this point. Has a good amount of value, though, because 84 overall on a cheap deal. Prosser here is one of our many solid, you know, medium top 4 defensive prospects, and a first-round pick. It's a lot to give up. We're getting a 4th rounder back. See what the Leafs say. Trades rejected. Too far off. I thought that was pretty fair. I guess we don't need the fourth. Still rejected. Okay. Now they do like all these low top 6 forwards. The worst one is probably one of the 1961s. I feel like Janila there might be a little bit worse. Throw him in, and they say yes. Okay, so it's a big trade. Now we still have 10 million in cap space. Thing is, we're really just gonna have it for this year, because next year Cousins could want more money. Power definitely wants more money. Homer definitely wants more money. So maybe we go and just sign, somebody to a big 1-year deal. Okay, guys, now this is a weird one. I signed Joel Hofer to be the backup trade Harrington. Harrington's 3 years younger, 2 overall higher, better potential, making 100K less, and he has less trade value. I don't understand that one. Hofer also was in the AHL last year. I don't get that one. Maybe we wait till the end of the summer then to trade one of our goalies, especially if Harrington kind of goes up in rating or something, but that's super strange. And so get a free agency here again, guys. There's this Gunnarsson goalie, 2376, medium starter. Gonna get him an offer. Could end up being the AHL starter depending like what we do. He's pretty good, so 3 years there, 50K. Could end up being the AHL backup if we just, hold on to Hofer or something. Now, looking at the rest of the players, there's actually some pretty interesting deals, I think, out there for us. Again, 9.5 million, but we really won't have it next year. I saw Jordan Greenway, 86, wants 3.75. That's really good value. He's a power forward. He's 6'6". I think for us, for a 4th liner, he'd be amazing. That's where he'd fit on our team. So I'm looking at a 1-year deal, and I'll give him 3.75, and I'll see what he says. That leaves us about 6 million. Could bring in O'Reilly or Carlson to just be a super 4th line center. Again, trying to make the most stacked team here. I think O'Reilly helps us more on the PK, so I'm gonna offer him a 1-year. We'll do like a 1-year $6 million deal. Hopefully he says yes. Good chance he'll retire. I know he played for Buffalo before, so maybe he doesn't want to return or whatever, but we'll see what he says. Okay, so Gunnarsson said yes. We have an extra AHL goalie, which is good. We can hear back from Greenway and O'Reilly. Greenway said yes. O'Reilly said yes. Okay, so I think the team for next year is going to be pretty sick. Got an interesting trade, guys. Tampa Bay wants to give us a 3rd and a 7th for Fickle and a 5th. He's just a low top 6. 1961. Nothing crazy. Could definitely get better than that with a 3rd, so I'll say yes. And as you guys find a small trade, the Islanders offering up Holloway and Nattinen, just 2 AHL forwards I don't think are going to make our top 12. They said yes. Could have maybe gotten more than a 6th, it looked like, but whatever. They just got the 1st overall pick, doing them a favor. So I think we're actually all good, guys, for next season. We'll sim up to the game to see what our ratings are. Had to edit the lines, and we're looking pretty good. Again, I think, pending a disaster, 1st round collapse after winning the President's Trophy, I think we could be back, fighting for the Stanley Cup. So, show you guys what the NHL team is looking like here. I've actually decided to reunite the dub line. We got Bedard, Cousins, and Savoy on that 1st line, all 92 plus. That means they're playing like 97s with the +5. 2nd line there's Jack, Quinn, Nazar, and Bunting. I feel like that's a pretty nasty line. Quinn, of course, just won the Maurice Richard. Bunting's got 95 passing. Nazar 98. I feel like they'll be able to get him the puck, and he'll be able to bury it in the back of the net. Miroshnichenko there with O'Reilly and Johnson on the 3rd line is really solid. They also get a +5. 4th line there is Greenway, Brown, and Ryan. What I like most about this line, every single guy's got 5-star physical. Greenway and Brown are both 6'6". Ryan's 6'1", so like that's a huge line going out there, just dominating the other team physically. Defensively here, Theodore, Homer still the top pair, getting a +5. Homer's up to an 88. Dahlin, Power on the 2nd. Pellich, Nakamura on the bottom pair. I feel like our defense is really solid. Probably a big reason why we actually got the William Jennings last year. Still have Luukkonen and Harrington, both 88s. I'm not really sure what to do here. You guys let me know in the comments section. I'll show you why in a second, though, why it's even more complicated. AHL-wise, we got Amirov, Cooley, Coronado still as the 1st line. Amirov I actually had an NHL team, but I think I had like Greenway in the middle on the 4th line. We're getting a -1. I felt like, Logan Brown probably fits that spot better. We got Ellis, Suzuki, Pelche, Leopold we just drafted. Hoping for big things from him. He's playing with Ward Rosen on the 3rd line. We got Lamb, Duke, Maggio on the 4th. Defensively here, Casper Suter. These are the 2 medium elites. Harley Semin, we just signed him, 2480 low elite. Like, what is Chicago doing? Great 6th round pick. They let him go. I just noticed, look at that shot. For a defenseman, that's insane. Bottom pair even, Zellweger, Coscaranta, really good. Goalie-wise, Joel Hofer. Again, we just have too many goalies. 85-star in the AHL, but Really good contract. Even this Gunnarsson guy, 23.78 medium starter, backing him up. So both teams are looking good. And I'll show you guys what I was saying about how it's complicated with our goalie situation. I'm not sure what's going on with these trade values. So check out the goalies here. Even after he got to an 88, Harrington is tied with Luukkonen for the highest rated goalie. He is the younger of him and Luukkonen and Hofer. He's making the least amount of money of all 3 NHL goalies at $1.4 million. Yet he's got less value than both of them. He's got less value than the 2 medium elites there who will probably never end up being an 88. Like, I don't get it. How is Hofer, who's lower rated, older, making more money, higher value than Harrington? Luukkonen, same rating, older, making a lot more money. I get the X factors, so I can understand him. But the Hofer one makes no sense. Harrington's value there, I don't know why it's so low. Basically, gotta keep him, hope he plays well again. Although, just won a William Jennings trophy, like you'd think he'd have more value. Also, too, in regards to Amirov guys, why I'm not trading him. Literally the least amount of value on the team as an 83 overall, making less than $1 million. Like, how does he have less value than a 49? I don't understand some of the values. Like, if I was another, AI GM, I would be coming in, making us some offers, trying to get guys for steals. But I'll show you guys the ratings for next season. We should still have 100 offense. Defense should be higher. Yeah, look at that. 100 offense, 98 defense, 91 goaltending with a stacked HL team. Can't really make the team too much better. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Hopefully next year, not a first round exit. If you guys did, leave that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the sub button down below. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.